everybody, Nick says 58 here. Today, where's chat? There's chat. Today we are playing Art Academy. And we're going to be continuing our lessons, and then we're going to draw something. I don't know. Hold on. I have to move some cards because I need to move my keyboard out of the way so that I can get my drawing tablet out here. Ain't this a pisser? I got to literally put it behind my phone on the phone mount, which is just a thing for the car. That's, that I hold here. Oh, you know what? There's one thing I do want to do really quick. I don't mean this as like a flex or anything. I just want to show off some cool shit. Give me a moment really quick. I have to take this off and go get two things from outside. Alright, I got the two things. So, for those of you who don't know, a pair of friends of mine got me into Magic. Magic the Gathering. And I've been enjoying it very thoroughly. It's a very fun thing that I like. Is this under everything? Why is this under everything? Is this? Hold up. I mean, it's clearly on. Okay, there we go. Forgot to angle it a little bit this way. You might see it there. So, a little behind the scenes here. Do not mind the pinky. Dog got me. It's fine. I wanted to show off. I got adult spending money, so that means I can spend on stupid shit. I got this. It's a nice Spider-Man Magic the Gathering. I've already opened everything and sleeved most of the shit that I care about. Yeah, I just want to show this off because I got some really cool stuff. I got this Miles card that I have to get a clear one for this because it has a special thing. If I can unsleeve it really quick, which I don't like doing. On the other side, so like you play it like this. You pay the cost in the corner there, and then you get Ultimate Spider-Man. Or just Spider-Man if you're, based. Please ignore the flashing lights. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's other cool stuff. Oh, wow, right after it, found the Morbin card. Hard to do that in reverse. But yeah, I just want to show this off because I got some neat stuff. Like Spider Slayer. I really want to show off some of the other stuff. Like I got this saga, the Maximum Carnage saga. I thought that was sick. Fucking. I got the Bagel with Schmear. The Bagel and Schmear. Because I'm from fucking New York. I got CEO of Sex. I know it's not necessarily Ned Leeds, it's Genki, but when you name the card Guy in the Chair, you're evoking Ned. And then that wasn't the main thing. The main thing I wanted to show off, you can see Piper, were these two, because these got the biggest reactions. As well as I wanted to finally show off my King in Black Venom. I think this is a really cool card. I really like the comic cards. I also let me show off these ones here first. So this one is from the Holo TCG dual monitor PC Fumoko. I love Fumoko. They're cute. I don't have any of the plushies. The only Holo plushie I have in here. She sits on my PC and watches me and makes sure that I get some help. Let me put her back. Because I haven't done something like this in a bit. Then of course next to Venom we have the Kita-san Black. No need to MLB this, huh? Harikite go. So I got that right here to watch over. You know, good charm for Venom is a charm for wealth because this card is worth $13. Kita-san Black is a charm for luck because God, I need luck whenever I play. And then these are here for whatever. This is a guillotine card I got from my friend. It's in a nice sleeve. I don't remember the anime name, but I know I've seen it like floating around in images before. And then these two are from the recent batch. We have Symbiote Spider-Man. This got a big reaction out of everyone because this one was crazy. And I got these both in the same pack, I should say. And then got Doc Ock, Armed and Dangerous. I could not stop saying Bucky's alt line after that. They're not really worth anything from what I could tell. They're just kind of cards. But these got the biggest reaction, so I wanted to show them off. Because I got both of these in the same pack. Back to back. So I thought that was cool. And I wanted to show off the cool box that I got. This is my second ever card box. So it's really good. Alright, yeah. Oh, you know what? While I have you here, we can do something special. Let me put these off to the... I cleaned for you guys, by the way. I want you to know that. I cleaned this office. This, you might see monster cans here. That is all that is left. Is my monster cans. And that bowl. That, I had little chocolate chips in there. I'm fat. I get to have fun. I have sauces in here. I have more, but it's mostly just sweet and sour and honey mustard. I'm a big guy. I'm a SpongeBob Big Guy Pants okay. You understand? But I realized just now we could do something special that we haven't done before. I don't think. Whoa, why is that freaking out like that? Calm down. Alright, so yeah, we have a bad apple today. We also have a bad apple Saturday, which is going to be fun because I like how it tastes and I like how it feels to mix energy drinks with alcohol. Do not do that. I'm doing it because I am a professional idiot. So don't do that. Alright. Let's... Alright. So you can get the audio. Or should I do it so I can... Yeah, we'll do it so you can get video. You'll probably still hear it. Cheers. Alright. That's all I wanted to do for that. So... And let me put that up there. I should keep it plugged in as like a funny mic. You know what? Let's do that actually. Let's keep that here. And then we can do the funny mic, the funny microphone. Let's see. Switch screens. All right. What's this? Alright, so let's get started. I also have a nice Nintendo music playlist whipped up. Not whipped up, it's literally just a video, but you know, I have it on stand. If you wouldn't mind, I really gotta move this to being plugged in the back. Because this sucks. But, let's... Alright. We'll continue our lessons. The introductory... Let me... Hold up. Oh wait, it's F9? Oh, and that's not bound to anything, so we can just do that. Okay, that's good. Continue save lesson? Right, we were on this. Resume. What? Did we finish that, or... When was the last... Let me see. Okay, yeah, no, this was the last thing we did. I believe. Oh, let me also turn on my controller. Alright. So, let's continue. In stage 2, we're going to draw the sky, which is part of the background. You don't say. Let's use a wide mark here to cover the area quickly and loosely. Right, I forgot we were using pastels. We used color paper with pastels to create harmony, much like a painted ground. Because pastels are dry and grainy, the paper color will peek through all over our drawing. We can also leave whole areas blank using the paper color as part of our composition. Right now, we're going to use the blue of the paper as a base for the lighter blues we place on top. I've also left blank bits for the clouds we'll be adding in a later step. So we just gotta do that. Alright. Let's see. He seems to get the... Oh, let me pull it up. Whoops. Fucking... Alright. I wish I knew how to do steel drums. Ugh, I hate this toolbar at the top. Windows 10 and Windows 11. I'm gonna become a domestic terrorist. Alright. And it's not even worth it. Alright, and then let me pull chat back up. I think that's good. Now we're going to add in the clouds in the same way. They should be nice and simple. I had Jersey Mike's for lunch. Oh, brother, it hits. It hits. I'm so, and I got it for free because I know the fucking, I know my fucker, my little weed eater is on staff, and they're a good little and they fucking work hard and they get perks like that. Oh, I'm so glad I'm related to the one everyone likes at work. I got a number 19. Listen, you go into a Jersey Mike's right now. This is not sponsored. Stream is not sponsored. I'd love to be sponsored. I would slap a fucking Jersey Mike's logo on my forehead right now. And I'm talking my real life forehead. But also on stream. You walk into a Jersey Mike's right fucking now. Stop the stream, go to a Jersey Mike's. I'll be here when you get back. Trust me. You go in there. You ask for a 19. They will not know how to fucking make it. You ask for a 19 rosemary parm regular with provolone, bacon, and mayo. And a little bit of vinegar. So let me explain. A 19 is a barbecue roast beef. It's a hot sub, so it's gonna be toasted. It's a barbecue roast beef. You ask for a little bit of provolone. It's gonna get melted on. It's gonna be delicious. You're gonna ask for a little bit of bacon. It's gonna be crispy. Beautiful. You're gonna ask for the rosemary parm. That's gonna add some flavor to it. That's gonna add that extra crispiness. Because they're only gonna toast the inside. But you're gonna ask for the bacon to make it soft. So you get that nice crunch outside, that nice squish inside. You're gonna ask for the vinegar. It's gonna add a nice little twang to it. And you're gonna make it a combo so you don't forget the drink. And then you're gonna come. Alright? You're gonna come when you eat it. Your turn now. See? It's your turn to go get yourself a number 19 at Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, please sponsor me. I am forever in your debt for that goddamn sandwich. I think this is the closest we've ever gotten to what Vincent was doing. Our pastel marks are a bit grainy right now, but we can blend them for a smoother texture. This is called smudging, and we have a special tool for the job. The smudge stick. Hey, that's what they called me in high school. Not really. Nobody called me anything. Nobody called me anything. At least not anything that was non-specific to a friend group. It lets you soften marks and blend colors, just like a dry brush does with paints. With this, we're going to blend the edges of the clouds to get that softness we can see. I see. Oh yeah, when you get the 19, it's not going to be on the menu. That's why no one knows how to make it. It's a secret menu item. Ooh, it's so good. Just drag the smudge stick in the direction you want to blend and soften the marks. If you say so, Vincent. Shit, it actually does look like it's starting to become a real painting. Almost. Ma, I'm doing it. I'm becoming an artist. Wow, look at that. That's kind of... Huh, I kind of fuck with it. I kind of did it. Great. We've now finished with the sky. This is the first time in a while I don't feel bad for saving over it. This is ASMR. This is ASMR. It's me whacking my drawing tablet pen between my hand. I should make a toggle for the funny mic. Hold up, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that really quick. Hold up. Hotkeys. Where is the meat? Where is the meat? Where is the meat? Oh wait, I just realized. Alright, hold up. F2. F2. Okay. Apply. Okay. So now, if I hit... Alright, is this the funny mic now? Is this the funny mic now? Let me see. Let me go watch the stream and see if it is the funny mic now. Because it should be. It should be the funny mic. It is! Okay. It took a moment. The delay is so bad. Okay. But we now have funny mic toggle. So if I ever want to scream at the top of my lungs and I'm streaming alone, I could just hit this and then just and you guys will never see it coming. Quite frankly, genius on my end. SMH my damn head for never thinking of that before. Alright. In stage 3, we're going to add more detail to the hills in the background. Let's start with the forested areas, using a dark blue pastel. If you compare the colors in the distance to those in the foreground, you may notice that the distant colors look bluer than the brighter colors closer to us. This effect is called atmospheric perspective, and it is caused by the air or atmosphere. I'll explain the science behind it in a later lesson. For now, all we need to know is that in landscapes, it's good to make distant colors less bold and closer to the sky color. Since our paper is blue, we can also let some of it peek through in the distance to help the effect. The medium-sized pastel mark should be best for these areas. We'll draw them in loosely, leaving gaps for the other colors we'll be adding. Oh, I got tickets for the Uma movie. Literally only one day I could have gone, and we figured that out by pure luck. Because I have so many overtime days put in. I got paid $400 fucking dollars. My usual pay is $500. That's because they stiffed me. Because my boss didn't put any fucking overtime during December to January. And then he put me on less days. What the fuck? Like that. Ready to try it? I think I am, Vincent. I think I am. Alright. But yeah, no, I got put on less days. So how am I supposed to fucking... I should be compensated. I should be compensated heavily. I should be compensated so heavily. I should get like 4 paid days off. That's how heavily I should be compensated. If my boss somehow finds this is a joke, this is a joke, this is a joke, I'm joking, I'm exaggerating for content, please don't be mad. I'm not actually upset about it. I understand that I worked not very much and that I am not a very hard worker. At least I don't feel like I am sometimes. I'm very grateful to have this job. Please do not boot me. I need it very badly. I'm in a bad situation. I think that covers it. Do we already have someone watching? Wow. Why does it say that I have a like? What? Oh, I do have a like. Thank you to whoever liked. Alright. I believe we're good to go to the next step. Oh, this monster is not waking me up. Great. Next we'll add the distant crop fields using a light green. We'll also use this color over the treetops in places to create a mixture of blue and green. Okay, so we're filling in the empty areas with this, basically. Filling in the empty areas and using it as like an outline. Gotcha. Even though it doesn't really look like that to me, but whatever. Mixing colors on the paper creates a wide range of colors, from just a few pastels. It also helps us achieve a better sense of color harmony in our drawing. True. I'm just gonna say that if I have nothing else to add to the artistic thing, because I'm an art person, but I am not like a good artist. I'm artistic, but you know, there's a heavy difference there. Yeah, he pulled it like all the way back. Yeah, I think that's kind of good. I think that's kind of what we're shooting for. The last element of the background is those earthy red fields. Fields? We're still applying a blue tint of atmospheric pressure here, though. As we know from the melon lesson, mixing red and blue gives us a secondary purple color, purple. So we're going to add this color as a muted gray purple. Right, I see ya. This should be quite a quick step. Fuck, and it does look like reddish brown. Fuck. God, I love color. That's it. Off you go. Alright. Today. B does that. A does that. Alright. Add like a few extra strokes to it to blend it in properly. Because it does like seem to kind of like just lay on top of everything. Alright, let's pull back. I think I fucked it up a little bit, but that's okay. Great! With that, our background is done. What the fuck, Richard? Ooh, fuck me. I thought I hit 9. Damn it! Alright, well, you know what? I did say I think I fucked it up, so... Yeah. Alright, well. That's such confident strokes. It's almost like I've done this before. Oh my god. What a fucking idiot I am, man. Alright. Alright. At least we weren't very far in, so that's why I'm not too upset. It almost looks like a horse. Like a really fucked up looking horse. Now that our background is done again. Now, as I was trying to point out, fucking, if it'll show it again, his fucking canvas. Look at that! How are we supposed to do that? In stage 4, we'll add the mid-ground, and start blocking in the foreground. The area close to us has much stronger colors and more detail. This creates a contrast of detail between the foreground and background. Since our eyesight doesn't let us see distant objects in much detail, we can create the illusion of distance by putting detail mostly in the foreground. The detail and contrast can also attract attention or lead the eye to parts of an image. Hence why a lot of comic creators don't have them wear trunks on the outside anymore, because that does draw your eye to the penis. It's what I've heard. You don't want detailed pants because people are gonna stare at the cock and or pussy I don't know what gender comic character you're making. I feel woozy as shit. Are we sure this isn't spiked? No, I mean, I cracked this on camera. There's no way it could be. I want to have some water. Oh, it's warm. Why are you turning off? What the fuck? For example, have a look at this painting, Field of Poppies by Monet. Right. First... Okay, give me a moment. We're going to hit a quick be right back earlier than I thought. Wait, sorry, I should have explained. We're gonna hit a quick be right back because my controller is out of batteries. That's why it's turning off. Yeah, I'll be right back. Holy shit. Alright, sorry about that, chat. I did not expect to take that long to find batteries. But we found them, and we're back to doing art. The first contrast that draws the eye is the detailed woman in white against the dark trees. The vertical of the tree stops our eyes from wandering left, so we follow the shadows to the right. And as the contrast is lost on the far right, we're drawn back to the center view of the horizon. I don't know, my maybe I'm fucked up, but my eyes wander right more at the start. Our eyes are led around the key points of the painting by careful use of contrast. What's more, Monet's sweeping path isn't too different from the tracks in our barley field. Let's draw the tracks in now using a darker green. We also want to use this color to put in the hills and trees in the midground. I bought a lot of shit this week, and I still have more to buy, because we're doing a Secret Santa type deal. It's for a personal, inside joke holiday thing. But I still have to buy my gift for it. Or, my gift to someone else for it. It's on the 26th. So that's why stream was moved to the 25th next week. We'll be adding more colors in the foreground, so be sure to keep your marks there very loose. Alright. I appreciate the wind. Am I not using... I guess. Yeah, no, that's definitely not the same green. That's definitely not the same green. Alright. Yeah, but I bought myself... I think I did good for myself. I have a new pre-order waiting. I got one of my big things that I've wanted. I never thought it'd be this soon, but I have gotten myself a pre-order for the June Origami Fumo. I'm thinking... I want to keep this a secret, but... Come here. Let me bring you down a little bit. I'm thinking of maybe... Excuse me, sorry. Turned away from you so you didn't have to hear that. I'm thinking of maybe getting the Shion Origami Fumo and giving it to Anne as like a little, sibling gift. Because, it'd be cute. They gave me a keychain of Lumine from Genshin Impact when they... and they kept the Aether, so I figured, maybe that'd be cute. I mean, Shion is very us. We're both perpetually broke. So I feel like Xion represents both of us pretty well. June is more aspirational for me. I want to be June, but I also want to, you know, be with June. Fun fact I learned, I've been saying her name fucking wrong. It's apparently like Jong. And that's why, you know, that's why her name is, you know, written like that. Alright, yeah, no, that's definitely like a brighter green up there. It looks so much brighter up there on his. What the fuck? Like, look at this shit. How is that possible? What did he do that I didn't? Bastard. What's he got that I don't? Good facial hair, money, status. Oh, hello. Oh, let me pop that off. Hello. Alright, so now I gotta... There's no way that's still that green. There's no way. There's no way. Look at that. Look at how dark this is. Compared to fucking that? No. There's no way. He had to have been using a lighter paint or something. Not a paint, a lighter pastel. There's no way. They've been using like this. Or not that. But like he was for sure using like the yellow or something, right? I guess not. The fuck? The hell? Like, there's no way. Unless we were supposed to put something there before. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, I've got it. He was blending the fucking bottom line in. Chat, I'm stupid. Alright, let's melt some of this away and get that to about the right spot. There. I think we got it. Alright. Next we're going to use a color from earlier to add some variety to the greens. We just want to layer this over some of the darker green for a change in color and tone. Yeah. So putting it more towards the back than the front. I mean, there's still some in the front, it looks like. Drawing on top of the dark marks will help to create more depth. Why does your mind look like that? Yeah, look at that. Look at that gradient, baby. Ooh. Alright, that's nice. Nice. Oh, I was gonna stream on the Super Bowl because I don't really watch sports like that. You know, I'm kind of a giga chad that just does my own thing and just doesn't bother with what those other people are doing. Nah, it's just because I don't really give a fuck about sports. But I did like the Bad Bunny halftime show. That was fun. It was really well choreographed. I think I was not expecting the foliage to just be people, but that's such a smart way to do it because you gotta have the field clear for them to start playing the football again. I don't care that Woke 2.0 got sport ball in the national divorce. I'm not learning what the fuck a Tom Brady is. I could not care less about football. But I liked the halftime show and I liked when the commercials were good, so not anymore. Great. Now it's time to start on the barley, the centerpiece of our landscape. The midground area is a fluffy sea of golden yellow, with little detail. All we need to do is sweep across the midground of our landscape with large, loose marks. Okay, so I'm not gonna put too much into it. Ooh, that 19 coming back up. Ooh. Why isn't this audio on? It's all it takes. Your turn. I really sincerely wonder why the soundtrack to this isn't on the Nintendo Music app. Ah, Earthbound jump scare. Quick, we gotta hurry or else they'll start talking about depression or whatever. People like Chuds. Calling them people is too much credit. Whatever Chuds might say about quirky Earthbound-inspired RPGs. Oh my god, I watched the State of Play. Fucking rough, dude. I think the only thing worse than the horde of Unreal Engine 5 slop is the horde of people that were spamming W to the Unreal Engine 5 slop and then bitching and moaning when actual fucking video games were being shown off. Konami shot out a new Castlevania. A new 2D Castlevania game. And I saw people calling it Israeli. Huh? You people deserve nothing but FIFA. You people deserve nothing but FIFA and whatever the worst COD game is to them, specifically. And Madden 09. Those are the 3 video games you deserve if you were at that fucking state of play typing that kind of shit in the comments. Deplorable. Absolute reprobates. Now to fill in the rest of the barley field with a darker, richer yellow. Remember, in the foreground we want to capture more detail and contrast. Instead of sweeping marks, we can add texture by using short, vertical marks. These will start to give an impression of the straight barley stalks. Be sure to overlap these marks over some of the green to help the sense of depth. So he's pulling down with the brush. Okay. Okay, this looks like it's going to take a little bit. Dabbing in some marks onto the midground as well will help create a mixture of tones. Alright, well, maybe for you, but for me, unfortunately, this will do fuck all and everything will blend together. But yeah, no, that's state of play. Sony usually misses the mark for me, you know. They don't really have a lot of heaters at the moment. They got like what, Astrobot? That's cool, but like give me a little Big Planet back. I want to see Sackboy. I want to see Sackboy. Give me Sackboy. But like, oh man. I think the things I was like most interested in were the pod racing. Let's see what else. There's the pod racing. I think there was, well, obviously, you know, everything Konami showed off. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 4 finally escapes the fucking PS3. That's insane to even think about. We'll finally be able to play that shit on, like, modern hardware. It's crazy. Because it looks like he's like smudged it a little already. But it also looks like there's deeper parts that he's like dragged and just doesn't show. Maybe I can just kind of like really quick. Something like that here and there. I'm trying to think what else. The Silent Hill looked really interesting. Having it be like a first person thing. I'm shocked it took this long for a first person Silent Hill. Cause like I remember the VR chat one being scary as fuck. So like I feel like a real proper 3D one was way overdue. Okay, I think I kind of ate with that. Great. We're really getting in a sense of depth in our drawing now. Oh, hell nah, Vincent, you tweaking. The fuck was that? Look at this shit. Fucking... Look at his fucking thing. Look at that. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Alright. In stage 5, we're going to bring some focus into the foreground. Our lovely golden field needs a little detail to describe the texture of the crops. To get that extra sense of depth, we need to add a darker shade to the foreground. A useful idea for choosing your areas of focus is the rule of thirds. We can divide up our scene into 9 equal boxes, horizontal and vertical, sets of 3. The boxes help us position our areas of interest in a balanced, appealing way. Placing them on the lines, at the intersections of the lines, or right in the middle of the boxes, can help us create an appealing composition. Look again at Monet's painting. He has placed the tree along the left-handed vertical line. His horizon sits in the center, and the woman stands where the 2 lines intersect. The 2 rows of wildflowers fill in the bottom corners of the boxes and converge towards the center. The resulting composition feels rather satisfying. How about our own landscape? The ground line falls right on the top line. The tracks in the field run through the central box in a nice diagonal. And in the lower third, it is the detailed area where we can see each stalk of barley. If we draw attention to each of these areas, we will be following the rule of thirds perfectly. Fun fact, that is also a good rule of thumb for filming video. A lot of YouTubers you watch that have been to film school or have some sort of more professional presentation will use this in their set design. So if you ever find it strange that a YouTuber is sitting off center, usually to the left or right of frame, that's why they're using rule of thirds to kind of draw your eye and make it a more appealing image. It also leaves room for just editing in easy examples for things or easy videos. It's the same thing that newscasters do, actually, funny enough. Newscasters, when they're reading headlines off, guy shot dead in Miami Beach. He was on meth, but the guy who shot him was on fent. When they do some shit like that, and they have the little boxes, they're actually applying rule of thirds as well. It's super interesting, and I highly recommend anyone who's into even just fun, like gathering fun facts about film, has this in their repertoire, because you never know when it might come in handy, either as a tool to use yourself or a tool to be a tool and just start yapping about fun facts. We can keep making vertical marks here to create the texture of the barley stalks. Okay, so basically go in between what I did. Gotcha. you see how that's all? Can you see how that's working? Give it a shot. All right. So now we can fill in over here a little bit more. Over here we want to be a little more forceful and a little more, you know, almost like pulling the green in, it looks like. Because we're trying to cover up as much blue as we can here. But it also looks like we're trying to almost cover up the light green to a degree. Wow, it's really going by fast. We can improve the contrast even more by adding some highlights. We need a more precise mark for this, so let's use the corner of our pastel. I'm going to make my marks smaller and closer together as they get further away. Oh, we added detail all the way back there? Jesus. Varying the marks with distance will improve the sense of depth in your drawing. Alright. I hope so. Alright, so I really gotta get a new tablet, I think. Firstly is I'm getting a hard drive. And I know if my friends are watching, fuck you, I'm not getting an SSD. I'm not getting an SSD. I don't care about the speed. I want better storage. I am going to get a fucking 120 terabyte SSD. If that's, not SSD, hard drive, if that's even possible. Then I'll get an SSD. I don't need the C drive to run fast. I need it to have lots of storage. I need it to have so much storage that I'll never have to worry about it in my life because I download a lot of shit. Get off my dick. I know you're the computer experts, but I am the customer. And the customer is not always right, but they know what they're looking for most of the time. And I am looking for storage space. So I will buy myself an expensive ass hard drive, and then I'll get an SSD for my fucking D and E drives. I was having a conversation with them the other day, and it was so frustrating because they know what they're doing when it comes to computers and stuff, but they don't know what my specific needs are. I download a lot of shit, and I save a lot of shit. I don't delete shit easily. So, like, yeah, no shit, I'm gonna have a lot of full space. I need a hard drive, because that's gonna be able to hold it, you know? I'll get an SSD afterwards. I don't like SSDs. They're new and they confuse me, and I don't like that you gotta screw them into the back. Even though they say they're not like that anymore, but I've never seen one that's not like that. I don't need a solid state drive. I need a hard drive. I need something big and bulky that can hold fucking multiple. I need a yottabyte. I need a yottabyte. That's what I need. A yottabyte hard drive. And then, you know, and then after I have that, then and only then will I consider, oh yeah, maybe I'll get a solid state drive. I don't like it. I don't like them. I don't like how they are. I don't like what they do. I don't like them. I don't like how they install. Now, is this my fault that it's like this? Yeah, probably. There's some things I need to change about myself, but I don't need it to run fast. I need, when I put it in the D drive or the E drive, yeah, then I'll get an SSD because I need that to run fast. Because that's where the games are going. The C drive, I need to have near infinite storage space. They say, oh, 2 terabytes is enough. Games today take up fucking 80,000 gigabytes. And I want to be able to play modern games with them. It's not enough. It really isn't. And I wish they would understand that. Oh. Alright, hold on. Sorry, I got a Discord message. Well done. It's time for the very last step now. A scattering of white flowers. We can use this detail to lead the eye of the viewer from the foreground to the background. I'm going to add in a loose channel of white flowers flowing off into the distance. Yeah, fucking nice try, buddy. I know you can't get dots like that. I've tried. I dotted mine in using short horizontal marks to create contrast against the vertical stalks. Alright. Wait, why the fuck am I getting dots? What am I doing differently today? Oh well, whatever. Whatever, we'll take it, we'll take it. We're not gonna question the demon of Babylon that decided to bless me today. Gotta like really multi-tap for this. This is the hardest part because it doesn't want to cooperate necessarily. And this is like the one part where you can't really fuck up. Without just like being like, well, fuck it, and then going back and like starting over completely. I mean, to be fair, I am kind of killing it this lesson. I mean, I think I did. I mean, I could use a little bit more over here, I think. Yeah, alright. Bravo. We finished. Shall we take a quick look back at how we achieved it? Indeed we shall. First, we used a variety of colors to draw in the composition of our scene. Then we started on the background drawing, the cloudy sky, and doing some blending. We finished the background by drawing the distant hills, using a variety of hues. We let the paper colors show through and contribute to the effect of atmospheric perspective. Then we worked on the fields in the foreground, fore and midground, using texture to emphasize the foreground. Finally, we added some dark and light detail, including a scattering of flowers, using the rule of thirds to produce a satisfying composition that leads the eye. You're welcome to stay and touch up your image if there's anything else you want to work on. I'm going to collect some barley to make some more dollies for the Harvest Festival. Here's one I already made. It's my first one ever. Never too late to learn a new craft, after all. It's a little rough around the edges, but I'm sure I'll get better with practice. It's always fun to try something different and see yourself improve. If this was your first time using pastels, I hope you enjoyed the experience. If you did, perhaps you'd like to join me for the mini lesson. There's also the next main lesson, where we're going to be painting a koi car and learning a great deal more about using paint. See you soon. I'm going to save session over this. Okay. And I'm also thinking of maybe saving to portfolio because I did like. Oh, wait, no. I've been using portfolio for these. Right. Wow, I still can't believe I did this. This one's crazy to me. Like the blend on that. Hold on, let me put you guys on. The blend on that, on the sky, the reflection, chat, kinda goated. And there goes that can of Monster. And with it, my attention span. Honestly, desktop. Tulip. These fucking names I wrote. Ross Seasky. God, this one was also really fun, I remember. It's crazy that I did this. My no talent having ass. And then the first ever one we tried, the Maki Lisa. God. This and the desktop. Because this was my desktop for a good while on my laptop. On my last, my computers for a good while. This was it. Like, not the original source image, not this. But, man, I captured it really well, I think. I'm stunned. I even got, the face in the clouds. And, the water line. Alright. Let's quit. And then, yeah, we saved the image. We could do this, or we could do a Bob Ross. Or maybe not a Bob Ross, but I do want to do some kind of original, non-this, paint-along thing. So, let's, you know what? I have so many things of dice around. So I'm going to lay my cards down. I'm going to move these two a little further down. I'm going to put all my desk cards down there. And we are going to get the D6 out of all of our little packs here. Making sure to put at least one D20 in my mouth to get it out of the way, because I would love to snack on my dice, but alas, I can't. Okay. Alright. Where are you? I can feel you. There you are. My Shadow dice. Shadow the Hedgehog dice. Not actually Shadow the Hedgehog, but they're the colors of Shadow, so. My Jade dice, which again I do not believe is actual Jade, but just called Jade. And my lovely amethyst dice, which again, not sure. I don't think it's made out of amethyst. Wow, okay, yeah, no, Chessex dice are just smaller on average, which kind of sucks. I would like all of my dice to be the same size, but alright, so 1 to 3 we do the mini lesson. 4 to 6 we do a Bob Ross. We have 5 dice, and whatever is the majority rule, whatever the most of them are, we'll do. Okay, we have a 6, a 6, a 3, a 2, and a 4. The majority ruling is we are doing a Bob Ross. Alright. So, let's move these to the side. I'll put those away later. Gotta get more chess X dice. Alright, so. Well, first let's back out. Back out, and then you've been playing Art Academy for a while, want to take a break, come back with a fresh perspective later. We will eventually, but, well, let's see, continue saved image. Oh, we never saved that to the portfolio. Why did we never save this? That's weird. Let me do that now. Oh. My teacher back at Catholic school used to he used to whenever this is back in Catholic school when we had computer classes. I grew up, early 2000s, so computer classes was still a necessary thing computers were still a necessary thing to teach someone rather than, an innate skill that they just kind of have. And he used to go around, and whenever he needed help with something, he would always type it out with the back of his pen. He'd have a nice pen. It wasn't a clicky pen, it was a capped pen, and he'd have it capped, and he would go and he'd tap in what you needed written with the pen. Never with his finger, and I always thought that was strange, but I did it just now, and it felt so weirdly natural. I wish I could remember his name. Alright, and I'm gonna have to do it again. Sorry, I had a Doctor Who thing. I've been on a Doctor Who kick lately. You know what? If we can't find a good a good Bob Ross. Oh, actually, I forgot. They don't. Ninth Doctor's TARDIS interior. I've been on a Doctor Who kick the last 2-3 days, so forgive me. I'm a bit nostalgic. I grew up with, I didn't necessarily grow up with Doctor Who as an active presence, but I grew up thinking about it a lot, and I watched, when I was 12, I watched the stuff that was available on Netflix, which was the Ninth Doctor and the 10th Doctor. And so I have a very special place in my heart for the Ninth Doctor's TARDIS and, the Ninth Doctor in general. Who is he played by? Who played the Ninth Doctor? Christopher Eccleston. Yeah. He's my stand. Like, I love David Tennant. He's up there for favorite. Like, second favorite. Christopher Eccleston. He had one season, and it was a short one. It was from March to June, which March. It was like 3 months, but fuck, man, I loved Christopher Eccleston, and if they could somehow get him back, is he still alive? He is. Wow. I would love to meet him and get like an autograph. I'd love to have him sign a magic card of himself. I think that would be trippy for him. Alright. I hope to God that doesn't play. B. Ross. Alright, The Joy of Painting. Have we done season 29, episode 1? I feel like we have. Have we not? Hold up. Let me do something. Go check the gallery. Because in here we can see everything we've done. So we did Ross Seascape. We have the desktop. We have Cheer No Day. And we have the Monkey Lisa. Do we not have anything else? Huh. That's crazy, because season 29, episode 1 is my personal favorite episode. Well, hold on, let's put Ross Forrest up here. Mount this, and then let's give it this nice one. There we go. Nice foresty thing. I'm shocked we have not done probably the most well-known Bob Ross tutorial. Alright, that's... Sure. Hold up. We're gonna... History... wow, you can stack them. Sick. Alright. So, we will exit. Yes, we will leave the gallery. Yes, we will save changes to the gallery. And we will do a free paint, and let me get a fucking media source. No, it'd be window capture. Ross. Select window capture. Is this the one? Yes, it is. Okay. Coolio. We're gonna put this over our citrus screen. Lock it in. Our bottom screen. So it'll be over Horse Plinko, unfortunately, but such sacrifices have to be made for the pursuit of greatness. Oh wait, what am I doing? Start new image. No image. He uses a fine canvas, I believe. And we're gonna use this more cool tone. Wow, look at that. You can see me futzing around over there. Alright, let's select this. And let's... Oh, I know what I can do. Okay. Select audio output capture. Okay. Device. Never mind, that does not work. Well, I don't believe we've ever been copyright struck for Bob Ross before, but it's good to check. It's good to check. Before we play, obviously, you know. Let's see. Yeah, da 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 da. Da 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 da. I bet you wonder where I've been. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Why does the fucking Lego Avengers video stream have 134 views? Okay, that's all music. There does not seem to be a copyright strike from Bob Ross on that. And why is there a dislike on it? That's weird. Oh, AI, yucky, yucky. Yucky you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, so there's no issue? I don't think. I forgot I played Big Dick Randy 2 during one of these. Shivana my go till my night starry. I should be able to hurt the past version of me. I think I should be fully in my right as a human being to access time travel, go back in time, and beat the ever-loving shit out of myself for some of this shit. And of course, I played 3 Minutes of Ecstasy by Ninja Sex Party at some point. Yeah. Somebody got to take me out, and not in like a romantic way. Somebody's got to fucking. All right. God, I wonder what my I really wonder. I want to see what the highest viewed video on like stream is while I'm digging in my shit right now. Can I have that be up? Oh. Okay, the highest viewed stream is the St. Patrick's Day Luigi's Mansion 3DS stream, with 1 comment and a 100% like ratio of 6 likes. The next one is Venta Oreo PS2, Stick of Truth, I believe episode 1, Lego Avengers, which is my only which was my only non 100% like to dislike ratio, which is interesting. I don't know what I could have done to do that. Holocure. Yeah, sure. Final story of SA2, which is interesting. I feel like most people would want to watch the dark story, or the hero story at least. LBX, sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. LBX, the tournament arc, which is weird. Sonic Colors DS, which I probably should get back to. Stick of Truth, the final one. So that was... Hold on. I want to do the top 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then our 10th most watched stream is... the second time I played Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, which I believe was the one where that one person, that one Chirno account showed up. So that's neat. Alright, it doesn't seem like we'll get struck by God himself for playing. It seems like we won't have issues playing Bob Ross. Big Bobby, so let's get into it. Alright, me. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 29th Joy of Painting series. If this is your first time with us, allow me to extend a quick
He calls him series like he's British.
You pay along with us each show. If you've been with us before, please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of painting shows. We'll use about a dozen colors of some unorthodox brushes, and each show I'll show you how to put some of nature's masterpieces right here on the canvas. So I tell you what, let's get started.
Alright,
Today
yeah.
we're gonna run all the colors across the screen right there.
Alright, titanium white. I'm gonna pull up the colors on my phone so that I can best match them. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking up a Marvel character. So, titanium white images. So it's not, it's white. It's the most, from what I've heard, it's the most white a paint can be. So if we just do this. Alright. Next up.
That you need to paint.
Phthalo green. B T H. Oh, okay. So there's an E. There's two H's in there. Ooh, I saw a guy paint his fucking room phthalo green. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Do I wish I was that man. Huh? Oh, I think someone is in my room. I believe I'm hearing things. Troublesome, but not unexpected. Alright. I would love to paint my room phthalo green. Phthalo blue. Oh, that is like a royal blue. Holy shit, that is so vibrant. I almost feel like you can't replicate that. It's so vibrant. Maybe I can just like... I almost want to just like... I wish there was like a color wheel that I could just pick from.
One up here. Today I'm...
Prussian blue. Okay. Okay, that one's more of a medium tone, it looks like. So it's probably more, you start with this and then... I want to say that's right. No. Oops. Alright, I think that's what I'm going for.
I'm using an 18 by 24 inch.
Midnight black. Okay, so it's like a black. It's just black. It's black, but it looks like there's like a hint of blue to it. So like we'll add two smatterings of blue.
Double prime pre-stretched canvas.
Dark sienna, if I remember right, this is brown. Dark. No, dark. There we go. Yeah, that's like a, it's like a brownish, reddish paint. So, let's start with the foundation of this. It looked like it got lighter from just doing that. Honestly, that might just be it.
You use whatever size you'd like. And I've just...
Van Dyke Brown. I think Google knows. Okay, this one's like brown and then black. Like 2 hits of black, 3 hits of black. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's good.
Just covered the entire canvas with a very...
Alzarian Crimson. What the fuck? Ooh, okay. So there's 2 examples here. Well, 3. It's like a pinkish red from what I'm seeing. So we'll start with this, throw in a bit of candy red, a bit of pink, and then we could use a bit more of this. Two more of that, and then that's almost exactly the color that I see on my phone. Okay.
thin coat of liquid white.
Sap green. Sap green paint. I'm using the images that have Bob Ross paints, like the Bob Ross brand landscape oil colors, just because I feel like that's the most authentic you're gonna get out of it. The palette that they're showing, that's what he used. I'm thinking it could be a little brighter. Maybe I'll... This is gonna sound weird. Hit a yellow? Hit of blue. Hit of green. Hit of white. Hit of this green, hit of this green twice, 3 times, hit of black, hit of this green. I feel like we're straying further and further from what we were going for. Hit of blue. Not making this better. Let's start over. That 3 hits of this makes it this. 1 more hit of this. I think that's what we're going for. Cool.
The liquid white is designed just to make the canvas
Cadmium yellow. Yellow. Alright. I'm gonna try to keep the paints that I'm looking at consistent. So it's looking like we start with the base of this, 2 hits of this. It looks almost too saturated. So I'm gonna hit it with 2 hits of this, 2 hits of this, a hit of this. That's perfect.
is wet, and to make it slick.
Yellow ochre. Not what I want to do. No. Yellow ochre. Ooh, I really like that color. I'm thinking this, hit, this. I feel like 2 more of that. That is pretty, I think, as close as we're gonna get.
It allows us to actually blend color.
Indian yellow. Indian yellow. This is very... Okay. This one's almost more orange, just straight up. This one almost seems like just this. It's still, that's a little too orange, so maybe hit of that and a hit of beige. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's pretty close to what we're looking for.
Makes your whole painting like
Just bright red Bob Ross paint. All right, Bob Ross, bright red images. I mean, we could just, but it does still seem to have that like pinkish hue to it. So, I don't know. I mean, this is just what he uses to sign his name, I think. So, I don't think this is going to come into contact with the painting.
a lot easier.
Really.
Let's get started. Thought today we'd just do a very simple little scene that hope you'll enjoy. Let's start with a little 2-inch brush.
Now, before we begin following Mr. Ross, I'm also going to add this. We're going to have an empty thing here. And I'm going to add water to this. And we're going to go over the entire thing in titanium white. Because that's what he does. He's the boss. He's the Ross. We're going to listen to Bobby Ross. Big B. We're gonna listen to Mr. Battle Royale himself. Speaking of, oh my god, I have to lock the fuck in and get those pass skins. I hate the fucking way they did it. I know that it's gonna be like a whole chapter long issue for me. I hope they hear the feedback and never do this shit again. This is terrible. The whole like, oh, you have to play Blitz, you have to play Reload, you have to play BR just to get these things that would have been bonus styles or should have been on the fucking pass to begin with. You know, the main pass. But no, you know, people like to dick suck a little bit. People like to fillet on Epic Games a little bit. So, you know, we're probably gonna see that shit continue, unfortunately. Alright. So I'm just doing a bit of dry brushing here to even out the canvas, because, you know, who doesn't like an even canvas? Alright.
A touch of the alizarin crimson. We just load a little bit right into the bristles. Go a little clean up. Tap the bristles firmly to assure a nice even distribution of paint all the way through the bristles. And let's go right up here. And we'll take this old brush and just making little X's, little crisscross strokes. We'll just very quickly drop.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do this a lot differently. Because Bob is using real paints and shit, and we're using garbage.
Maybe we'll have a little pink in the sky. I sort of like that. And in our world,
Actually,
anything.
you know what? Let's not a dry brush. Let's do a wet. It's a little bit more of a muted color, because, you know, colors don't blend properly on here. But I do think it starts nice. What we could also do this. An infinity sort of pattern, sort of pulling it up and to mimic that cross pattern that Bob is doing, while not picking the brush up. And look at that, we kind of have the same cloud thing, just without the density. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sort of, to mimic that sort of dense middle, we're gonna just keep adding shit to kind of get it that dense pink-ish color in the center. And let's let Bob take over.
There. Doesn't take too long when you're using the brush. It's 2 inches wide. Oh, okay. Without even cleaning the brush, we'll go right into little phthalo blue.
Little phthalo
I like
blue.
phthalo blue. It's a very warm blue. Very nice.
What was the order that we just searched in? Fuck. So it was titanium white, phthalo green, phthalo blue. Okay. This is going to have a similar problem.
Once again, just tap a little color into it. Let's go back up here. And
Tap
still
it.
using a little crisscross strokes. X's. That's all they are, little X's. We'll just apply a little bit of the phthalo blue. Something about like so. Then we'll come back after we clean the brush.
Alright. Part of me feels like we have done this before, but you know, we're experimenting. So we have that you know, we have that painting, we have that artistic dog in us, which is better than having a literal dog in us, I'd say, because that would be a crime. What am I saying, man? Fucking it's been a long day. Okay, wait, that mixing kind of fucks. If we just spread this a little further up, then I think we could... Oh, you know what? I think we tried to do this one. I think we did try. But I don't think we were able to really get it because we didn't understand the techniques at play. We didn't get the we didn't quite understand that we were free balling. We didn't quite understand that we had the world at our fucking fingertips. And that we were quite literally gods. Alright. So Bob, take back over.
Now the blue is many times stronger than this little pink area. It'll just heat it up, so be careful.
True.
Careful. All If you want to make the indication of a happy little cloud, all you do is just let it tap. Little stringy cloud just moves right there in the brush. And that easy. You'll blend them out. Have a little stringy cloud. There. Let's see what we have out on there. Let's have some water just painting. I love water. It's very easy to paint in this style. Still water is always level. Nothing today will have still water, so pull from the outside in. Outside in. Something about like so. Alright. I have a little brush going. I want to darken the
Hold up.
corners.
Mr. Ross. See, I think the problem with following a Bob Ross thing digitally is that no system can really replicate the blending or like, you know, the light, you know, having a super light color on the canvas like that. Wait, actually, maybe what I gotta do and then we blend, baby. Because if we just do this, then yeah, no, that comes out more grayish, but it is the kind of lighter tone we were looking for. Even if Bob's is a nice, beautiful, like cyan almost, and mine is dookie doo doo gray. You know, I feel like an idiot sometimes. I've been watching Shrinking with my sibling and my mom, and it took me until very recently to realize that the guy who plays the main character, same guy from the Muppets movie, who was brothers with that other Muppet. You know, the one who sang, "Am I a man? Or am I a Muppet?" Muppet of a man. I actually don't know how the song goes off the top of my head. Okay. Good stretch, good stretch. Good breeze.
A little crushing loop and just add in the corners here and there. A little bit up there. And we'll go over to the other side.
Okay. So, according to Bob Ross, the Prussian blue should be darker. Which, you know, sure, that's a take. Does not look it at fucking all, but you know.
Add a little more and then down for the bottom. We'll put a little down here too. I'm just putting a little Prussian blue in each corner to darken it. And then,
So basically vignetting.
This whole technique is washing your brushes. Since these are oil paints, we're washing our brushes with an odorless paint thinner. Shake off the excess.
God, I wish I could be huffing some paint thinner right now.
Now, with a clean brush,
Alright.
it's relatively dry from just beating it. We'll start in the light area, which is the pink, and we'll blend it all together. Something about like so. That's all there is to it. And even down here, we'll just do the same thing. But it's that easy. That easy. What's so fantastic about this is that anybody can put a little masterpiece on canvas. Just a little bit of practice, a vision in your mind, and off you go. All right. This looking so well. Take a little white.
Let me
A little blue.
see if this will work.
Titanium white. I like a light blue color. Most of the blue. Let's just tap a little color into the bristles. This old 2-inch brush will do marvelous.
Not even close, dog.
It's fun. Just take the corner of the brush and just pull down. Something about like so. Straight down, straight down. And make it look like little distant trees, far back in the distance. A little more color, and we'll just have it.
Alright. Let's. So, is he using a medium brush now? Wait. Mr. Ross? Could you repeat what you said?
And just pull down. Something about like so. Straight down, straight down. I'll make it look like.
Okay, whoopsies. That's the. Whoops, properties. Wrong picture in picture, buddy.
Little distant trees.
I couldn't tell what he said the fucking paint was.
And we'll just have it. There we go. I don't know. Right there.
Alright.
You're there to create any illusion that you want. There. But I want to keep the bottom light so it looks like mist. You could even take another 2-inch brush, and I have several, and tap it. Really get in there and tap it, and then lift upward. It'll help create that illusion of mist right down at the bottom. Now sometimes it's a lot of fun to put several layers. It helps create depth in your painting. And for that, we'll add a little more blue, but we'll make it a little darker. A little bit of Russian blue to make it a little darker, but the same thing. And we'll come back, and let's put another little layer in here. Just touching and pulling downward. That's all we're doing. That's really all we're doing. Something about like that.
Alright.
There. Now we don't know where that goes. It doesn't matter at this point. And back to our 2-inch brush, and we'll tap this.
Alright.
Mist again. Notice the separation is caused because of the difference in color, difference in value. And that misty area turns out to be
And
your
then
best friend. Take care of it. Treasure it. There. Okay. Let's have some more fun. Let's take some black, some Prussian blue, and a little phthalo blue. Doesn't matter. We'll just throw on there. Crimson too. What the heck? Be brave. Be brave. Let's put a little satin green in there too. It's getting close enough. You can begin seeing some color.
Dog.
A bit of white. Don't want it totally dark yet.
What?
There. Perfect. Okay, and wipe the old knife off. And let's do this fan brush. We use fan brush. Load it full of color. Both sides. Both sides. Okay, let's go up in here. And maybe in our world, here it is. It does now. Some little trees back in here. Now these are a little closer. You're seeing a little more detail. A little more distinct. There. And we just drop them in. We don't know where they go. Where we... That's exactly...
I missed entirely what he...
Too much detail in here. It's too far away. You're not going to see a lot of detail.
What he said he mixed, so we're just gonna go on with this.
Shape, basic color. That's all.
Hold up. So
Save the
let me.
detail to the foreground. The lack of detail helps also create that illusion of distance and depth in your painting. Very, very important. Very important. Okay. Now tap a little back. That'll help create that illusion of mist down there.
Okay.
Slightly upward. Light.
We'll do this, and then...
See? You know, when I was a traditional painter, one of the hardest things to make effectively was reflections. Watch how you do. I take some of that same color.
I mean, I think the way the streaking is...
Just pull straight down. It's most important that it goes straight down.
Is... I think the streaking that we've got going on... Perfect.
Very lightly go across. There. Instantly. We have some nice reflections. That's simple. Now here's something that's funny. Take a little. Here's you. You're going to create another plane. A little white, a little upward. And it'll make little areas back here. That's like a whole different plane. And the white will end up looking like little trunks in the trees. There.
I can hear the dog. I wish we never got that dog.
Very flat. Flat as you can get it. Cut across.
If we just take this, and then we can
just drop in just a little water.
do kind of like what Bob Ross was doing, and then we can do the water line.
Just let your imagination take you anywhere you want to go. A lot of times I start a painting, I have nothing in mind but the time of day and the time of year. After that, you paint some fantastic little scenes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You always have to have a
I'm gonna
perfect vision
add some
in mind
extra.
that you're going to paint.
I'm gonna add some extra little water lines.
It's like any other muscle in your body, or like a muscle in your body. The more you practice, the better it becomes. Take some black Prussian blue. I'm gonna put some phthalo green in there.
Black
Like
Prussian blue.
maybe a little crimson.
Hold up. Fucking. Alright. Black. Prussian blue. So that was. We're gonna roll with that and hope that we didn't just fuck that up royally. Phthalo green. And then fucking crimson. So we're making dookie red. We're making I ate a blue cupcake.
I just waited tonight. Little paper towel. I would just use that brush. A fan brush. Load some color into it.
A fan brush.
This
We're
one.
gonna use this.
Let's have a little evergreen tree. He lives right there. See? Just make a line, take the corner of the brush, make a touch. Make another one. You just sort of work from the center out. There it goes. It's easier to do them fast than just slow down. Here they come.
There.
Just sort of back and forth. I had a lady in class one time tell me it was like making Z's, the letter Z. She called them Z trees. So, such as good as
I feel like this should have been what I did for the background trees.
Leaves on the back of a trunk in the middle.
Hold up, I gotta.
If you painted with me before, I think everybody should have a friend. Even a tree friend. And if you want to reflect those, just pop in some general indications of where they are. No big deal.
This blows, dude. I've fucked this up so bad.
Happy accident.
I don't know about that, Mr. Ross.
Anything that happens, take the big brush, pull down, straight down, and then go across. And we have instant reflections.
Alright.
Let's use that same fan brush. It has that color we made the tree out of it. I wrote this red yellow and a little yellow ochre. Immediately green. There we are. Then we can take our green. Let's go back. Put some highlights on our little everything tree.
Alright, a little bit of this.
Here. He's saying, don't leave me out. Don't.
Wait, hold up.
Right. Now, put a little liquid white right on the same brush, because I want to lighten the color and make it a little thinner. Okay, we'll stick to a thick paint. We'll mix them back up again. Go back up there. And we can just take this brush and let's just pop in the indication of some little bushes that live out there. Look at these little foots.
Right, so then that was
How's that?
this.
Let's put some dirt there. Let's take some white, a little dark sand. Mix them together, cut off a little roll of paint. And we'll take this, and we'll just put the indication here. A little bit of soil. Gotta have a place if this is allowing for all this to settle.
And then he put in a little bit of brown.
We gotta figure out something to do on the other side now. Let's have some fun. Yeah, let's have
And then we put a water line.
You know, if you painted with me before, I like old big trees. Let's take a little bit of that color right there. Go right up here. This is your bravery test. Take the corner of the old 2-inch brush, and let's just begin laying in a basic shape here. Tree, look, right there. Right there. Big old tree. But he's a nice tree. There he is. I got that brush going. You know what, maybe let's do something about like this. We'll just tap in all kinds of little fishy looking areas. You have to decide when he lives here, how far it goes, how tall it is.
Mr. Ross, I don't know if I can decide something like that.
It's your world.
It definitely, certainly is not. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment yet.
Later on, our light color will show. There's a fan brush right there. Take a little white. And a little bit of dark sienna. Just want to make the indication here. Maybe a little tree trunk. Maybe a little more dark sienna. That's nice. Okay, right here. Just want some indication. I want to put some happy little leaves on there. So we're going to cover most of those up. Most of them won't show. We'll go right into that. Get a little sap green.
We get a little bit of
Yellow. We'll just put it right on this 2-inch brush. Give it a little push. Push right there. You can see it well. Okay, let's go up in here. Now I'll put some leaves on here. Just the corner of the brush. Just the corner of the brush. There we go. See?
I think this is what would be just the corner.
Just the corner. Think about shape, form. Drop these little rascals in wherever you want. You really are the creator in this piece of canvas. You can do anything. You can move rivers, mountains. Create any illusion.
Ross, you give me too. Ross, baby, you give me too much credit. You give me too much credit here.
There's over the garbage on it. I can take it to the street all by myself. But here, I can do anything. Absolutely anything.
What the fuck did you just mix there? What did you just mix there?
Let's get crazy. You know, if you've painted with me before, I like big trees, and we have them living in our world. Right there.
Every time I paint a Bob Ross, I have like a crisis of faith,
There we go.
and then it's proven that I was just like panicking for nothing.
All right. Well, it's a big tree. I wasn't kidding. This is a monster tree. Huge tree. And you could have done it with a 2-inch brush just as easy, but much quicker. I like the old brush. It gives a little more detail. Here we go again. Smaller tree. I think he needs a fan. There. Just drop it in. What we're doing once again is putting in the background color. You can put this in with a paint roller. It doesn't matter. As long as the shape was right. We'll come back and separate all this with some nice highlights. There's a little brown and white. Little indication just here and there. Of a trunk. Just like you can see here and there.
Alright, so we'll kind of go back to this.
Just a second.
Nope.
through the crab yellow ochre. We laid some color into it. Let's go back up in here. Let's put a highlight or two in there. Evergreens are normally darker than other trees, so don't kill all the dark area in your evergreen. It happens sometimes. It's feeling good when you're done with this top. There. The base of the tree should be darker than the top. Your shadow areas underneath. And those shadow areas for all my little friends there. In previous shows we've had, like Peapod the pocket squirrel, my little squirrel that lives with me. I've had him on the show. But this is the kind of places that he likes.
Yeah.
A little bit of color. Let's use the 1-inch brush. We'll go through some, get some sap green and some yellow. Load a lot of color into it. More sap green. That's nice.
I mean, maybe if I blend a little more, it'll be, because you gotta manually blend. I think. Oh, please.
And he's got a little friend, Clyde, who's right over here. There he is.
Hi, Clyde. You give me heart palpitations, Clyde.
It's okay. We'll take the little oval brush, dip it in some paint thinner. We'll go through some midnight black and some brown. One's unloaded full of color. My cap. Then I'm going to take with the other side. I got some light brown I made earlier. I'm just going to go through. See? A little black. Ooh, that's nice. Now, with that, I just want to come up here and make the indication. You can't see them too much of them. There's some rocks that live up there. Just some happy little rocks. Maybe there's one there. Something, wherever. Just some indications. Then I'll come back with a brush we were making the bushes with, and we'll settle those right down into the painting. There, now, see? Now they become part of the painting. There we go. Like so. And we'll make all kinds of bushes and trees and happy little things that live here in our world. All right. Okay. Shoot, if we had such a place as that, I'd have to go fishing there. I like fishing.
I don't particularly like fish.
Take the hook carefully out of his mouth. Put a Band-Aid on him, little CPR. Had him on the tutu and put him back in the water.
I'm scared of fish. I went fishing with my family once, and I got a fish, and it started flopping and very violently, and then after that, every time I went fishing, I always somehow managed to hook like a duck or a turtle, and I just have terrible luck with it, and I don't like it.
Walk back in here. Catch a big old trout or bass, whatever it is that lives in here. There, take a little bit of it. Just find some white, little dark sienna. Mix it together.
Yeah, a nice bright path.
Barely touch it. Barely. Let it graze. Let it graze. That easy. That easy. About like so. Okay. There. Now then, let's put something on this side.
Hello.
Have something
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry about that, chat. And telling me I have some food ready and that they have work. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to press that. Oh.
Other side of the path. Now let's go to this side. Once again, I'll take a 1-inch brush. Notice that it's straight down and pulling it in one direction. It's most important. That loads a lot of paint. See, it rounds one edge. You want to turn it, put that rounded edge to the top. It's most important. And then we take that, we go right up in here. No pressure hardly. Just enough to get the brush to touch the canvas. And we begin working with shape and form.
Alright, I need
a bush or a tree that fits right there. That's all there is to it. And there's another one, but do one at a time. I know. Sometimes it starts working to get greedy. Do one at a time. One at a time. Put a little right here up there. Maybe here's one right here. Oh yeah, it's got little, if you can see them, it's got little red flowers on the tip. Sneaky. There.
We'll throw in some of those
We'll go back over here.
red.
We can begin adding in just little. Get coming out here on the path. Like that.
I'll add in some flowers around. Some flower dots around here.
Ready? You can do this.
No, I can't. I can't, Mr. Ross.
I get letters every day from people all over the country.
Mr. Ross, I feel
They
sick.
could paint, and they're doing it. Their friends and neighbors don't believe it when they look at their paintings, but they are doing it. There, I'm gonna put a little stick that's right there.
Oh.
Maybe this little tree died and he's naked now, just a skeleton hanging out here. And that happens in nature. There, so we can put little arms on them that are still. Alright. All kinds of little bitters. Here. And these little details are what'll make your painting look a little more finished. Take your time when you're doing these and just stop them here and there, wherever. Take a little light brown and paint thinner on it. When you mix this, get it very thin. This should be almost like consistency. Bring the bristles, so to bring it to a very sharp point. There you can see it good against that dark. Alright. And where it's very dark, then we make little light trees. Where it's light, we make dark trees. Because they both exist in nature. So you can put little, sometimes a little tree lives back in it. Just has a good time. Looks out over the water. Talks to the fish. That's all there is to it. Another way of making little sticks and twigs. Take your knife, just a clean knife. And you can reach up in here and just scrape right through the paint. See? That'll make all kinds of little sticks. And let's come down here, we'll make a few more in here, wherever. You decide where they live. Sometimes these little evergreens here have old dead limbs hanging off of them. And you can do that just with a little flick of the
Yeah, so I'm scared of fish.
It's that easy. Just take a little bit of the paint thinner.
Yeah, they freak the shit out of me.
Rascal. Really hope you've enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's a very simple paint that you can do.
This came out like
I'd love to see
utter
some
dog shit.
photographs of what you're doing. So if you have time, take photographs in to us. Let us hear from you. Until then, from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend.
Alright, so this came out like dog shit. But that's okay, because you know what? Sometimes you need dog shit to make the flowers grow. I kind of nailed that, actually. I kind of nailed that. All right. Well. Ooh, all right. Well, with that done, yeah, we're done for the day, I think.
Wait, there's such a...
Oh, sorry, I opened an Ultima video that I could watch afterwards. I'm gonna leave a like on that because that was a really nice one. Yeah, so that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. And let me quick run over the next few days. So this was the weekly stream. This is our mandatory scheduled, you know, no frills, whatever. But chat, today's the 12th. What's coming in 2 days? That's right. It's Valentine's once again. And with that, we're going to be going back to Katawa Shoujo on Friday. I'm going to be drinking heavily. I would suggest you do as well, but I would also suggest that you treat your body right. So if you are sober, do not feel pressured to drink. You know, don't feel like you need to drink just because I'm drinking or just because a friend might be drinking. I want you to feel comfortable. I'm going to be drinking very heavily. I'm gonna list out everything I bought for this Valentine's Day stream. Usually, I just have a bootlegger, and then I'm like, you know, I finish stream and I'm just warm and I have a headache. This stream, we are opening with a Modelo Negra, my personal beer of choice, because oh my god, that's you know, Corona ain't got nothing on it. No American beer got nothing on it. The only thing I think can follow up in a good way is I've got an equally large can of Sapporo, which, ooh, that's gonna be good. I also have 4 Buzz Balls, 3 of which are going to me, or at least 2 of which. There's a possibility that I'm going to be drinking all 4, or maybe just 2. We'll see. I also have 2 beat boxes. So yeah, I'm also going to be mixing a lot of this shit, and I'm going to be throwing in a Monster Energy and some water. We're going to be a little smart about this. I'm going to have water, but yeah, this there's a chance I'm going to piss myself on stream, which, you know, lucky you, I didn't have to make an OnlyFans for it. But in all seriousness, drink responsibly if you're going to be drinking with me. There is no drinking game in play. It's just whatever. After that, on the 21st, we're going to be playing Lego Avengers. And we're going to be we're going to finally get into the grind that is 100%. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I remember it being fun. There was a lot of fun missions. You know, it's a Lego game. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, and then after that, on the 25th, I believe that is a Wednesday. I believe. Yeah, the 25th, a Wednesday, we're going to be playing LBX once again. And the reason it's on a Wednesday is because Thursday is 226, so that's the thing I'm doing with friends. The 27th, I have work. The 28th, I have work. The 1st of May, I have I'm going to go see Beginning of a New Era in theaters at the AMC. Oh, fancy. And then the 2nd, I work. So, you know, I'm a little swamped. So we're moving it to Wednesday for my sanity and yours. What the fuck? Okay. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then after that, it's a new month. And we're gonna be playing Project Cross Zone for one of the last 2 times. But with that all said and done, let me... Oh, they got Aventurine. Ha, nice. So yeah, you know, let me just stop this. And what we'll do is what we'll do, do I want to risk a copyright claim on something? Oh, I kind of want to play us out to Ella Baila Sola, but Ella Baila Sola, I believe is how it's pronounced, but I don't know. You know, I think we're just gonna have to play ourselves out to some J-Eazy. Yeah, so we have a busy month ahead of us. We have a busy month. This poor they. Yeah, we're gonna have a busy month, and then hopefully things will calm down. I have a lot of stuff that I gotta do. I still have to order a cosplay. I want to lose some weight for it, but if I can't, then that is on me. And if I can, then I think it might be a nice thing to do for myself. That said, there are things that must come first. My quality of life is now beginning to impede my mental state. So, hard drive. I'm gonna buy a large. I'm not doing 2. A 2 is not nearly enough, especially not for the current day and age, and for my computer habits. So I'm going to get probably like an 8 terabyte. You know, something big. But yeah, so J-Eazy, hit it.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See ya.
S-R-G Easy, what? I was never book smart, I'm money smart. Makes me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival. I got hella bands. Shorty cute in her circle too. Told her get a friend. She gon' make me slide with my dog like I'm Mega Man. For real, I do this 24, that's hella mamba. What's the word? No teleprompter. Ever notice the ones that be like, where the hoes at? Never got them. They never get a W, and that's pretty much the L about them. With them, never reconciling. You gon' need biotics, you'll be sick of my shit. Like I'm reading comics, I got paper to flip. I don't walk on the beat for the men to acknowledge. I do it for shorties and lit colleges. Ain't nothing better than throwing my bait in the seat and tell Brody that I got a fish. Reeling them in every line, I hit them when you would've thought that they had a sniff. Some shouldn't be allowed to rap that go over heads like a shower cap. Shorties wanna take a flight for me, made pussy fly like an owl cat. Hating on someone who get what they want, cause you couldn't get it's a coward act. I really can't help the fact that I'm me. Look, I was never book smart, I'm money smart. Makes me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival. I got hella bands. Shorty cute in her circle too. Told her get a friend. She gon' make me slide with my dog like I'm Mega Man. I love you's just 8 letters. Let's fuck sound way better. She got cream on my babe sweater. I'm with the money team, Mayweather. Their limits and what they measure, not my limits, that's J message. Hella bums dwelling on the past and I got a gift so I stay present. Me and my nuts, that's That's a trifecta. When I let them hang, they slam on the floor like Brock Lesnar. How you gon' say wait up for me, bro, and then not catch up? That's like waiting for a dealership to show a Dodge Tesla. You don't got the stamina, and we know it now. Shorty's waiting for my badass, like it's Joey's crowd. If I'm up, why would I need someone to hold me down? I only care if mama gon' be proud. I was never book smart, I'm money smart. Makes me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival. Yeah. SG. Easy, what? Easy, no E. I was never book smart, money smart. Makes me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival.